Hello guys, welcome back to Tech Projects. I am back with another video, and in this video we are going to see how to create a model bottom sheet in Android Studio. So before starting this video, first I want to show what we actually are going to make. So for this I open my Android phone and you can see this is my phone. So here is the model bottom sheet. I already created it. So I open it, this app. So you can see I create a button to show the bottom sheet. So if I click on this button, you can see the very sleek and very good looking bottom sheet appear here from bottom, and it contains multiple items like text views and also a button. So let us suppose if I click on share, so you can see I get the toast of share is clicked. So you can add any functionality, it is your choice according to your app. So I simply add a toast message, but you can add any functionality. Let us suppose if I click on programming, you can see I get the toast of programming is select. If I click on add comment, I get the toast of add comment is select. Now let us suppose if you want to go from this activity to another activity, so I give a button here. So if I click on this go to second activity button, I successfully come from main activity to other activity. So you can see this work fine, and if I go back, you can see model bottom sheet appear here successfully. And if I swipe down, you can see I can easily hide this model bottom sheet. So this tutorial is going to very amazing. So in this video we are going to see how to implement model bottom sheet, and everything in this video I am going to explain. So after watching this video, you will never going to face any difficulty while creating model bottom sheet. So don't further delay, now let's start the video and see how to do this. One more thing, if you don't subscribe our channel, then please subscribe our channel for Android and web development project, and also for Python and Java projects. And you can join my Telegram channel for free courses for internship and job updates daily. And also you can follow me on Instagram for regular coding content daily. So now let's start the video. So for this, what we have to do, first of all, open your Android Studio, which is most basic process. So I click on my Android Studio. So Android Studio opens successfully and my previous project loaded automatically. So first of all, I have to create new project. So click on file, then click on new, and then simply select new project, then select empty activity from here, click on next, and you can give any project name to your application. So I am going to give the application name bottom sheet tutorial, model bottom sheet tutorial, then click on finish. So project loads successfully. So now first of all, we have to add a dependency to write before writing the basic code. So it is better to add a dependency first. So open your build.gradle module app. So I click on Gradle scripts and simply click on build.gradle module app, and here we have to add a dependency. So there are two ways to add dependency. You can type the dependency manually, or you can add the dependency using project structure. So I recommend you always add dependency using project structure. It always helps to add the latest version of dependency. So I will show you how to do this. So for this, simply click on file and now click on project structure, and after clicking on project structure, you have to simply click on dependencies and then click on plus icon and simply select library dependency from here, and in search bar you have to type your dependency name. So the dependency which we are going to add, material. So I simply type here material and now click on search button. It automatically show the latest version of dependency. So you can see the latest version of dependency is for 1.4.0. maybe you watching my video after some time, so maybe this version may be changed, but if you are going to add using project structure, you will be always going to get the latest version of dependency. So I select this and now I click on OK, and then simply click on apply and then click on OK. So now let's wait for Gradle build again. So now dependency is set up correctly and we are ready to write the main code. So first of all, simply close this build.gradle module app and come inside our activity main.xml file. So now click on split. So first I minimize it from here and I delete this hello world because I don't need this. So first of all, I change the constraint layout to linear layout, but you can use any layout according to your own project. So I simply delete this constraint layout and I simply type here linear layout. So this is fine. And now I give the layout gravity center because I am going to take a one button which I want to place in center. So I simply type here layout gravity center, and that's done. Now let's take a button which will help to show the bottom sheet if I click on button. So I simply type here button and then I give the layout with match parent, and height of the button is wrap content. Now you have to simply give the margin left 30 dp is fine, margin right also 30 dp is fine. Set the text which you need on button. So I simply type here text and I simply type here show bottom sheet. You can type anything according to your own application. Now I give the ID. So I give the ID name show bottom sheet. So it is your choice what your ID name you want to give. And now I simply set the text color black and I set the text size 16 sp is fine, and now set the color of the button. So I simply set the background tint and I pass this color code, but you can use your own color code, it is your choice. So this looking amazing. Now close this button. Now for placing this button into center, I simply set the layout gravity pass center. So this is done. So now first of all we have to create the design of our bottom sheet. So as you already know, in my bottom sheet there are some vector icons also present. So before creating the design of our bottom sheet, first add some vector icons which we are going to use while creating the design. So for this you have to right click on resource, and then you have to click on drawable, then right click on drawable, and then you have to click on new, and then simply select here vector asset. So you can skip this part if you want to add your own icon, it is your choice. So I now click on clip art, and now I have to simply type the icon name which I want to use. So I simply type here computer. Now you can see this is icon appeared successfully. Click on it and OK. Now next and click on finish, and you can expand the drawable folder, and here you can see the icon implemented successfully. Now I need 4 more icons. So I am going to fast forward the video here. The process is same for every icon. So simply click on vector icon, and now I simply type here comment and select this icon. Now click on OK, next, finish. Now again right click on drawable, and this time I have to use the share icon, new, then vector asset, then click on this. Now select share and select this one. You can select any icon and OK, next, finish. Now again right click on drawable, then new, then simply select here vector asset. Now I simply type here insert link. This is fine. Now click on OK, next, finish. One more icon is left, new, then vector asset. Click on this clip art, and now select I type here location, and I select this one, location on, OK, next, finish. Now again right click on drawable, then new, then select vector asset, and now click on clip art. Now the last icon is for our message, OK, and then next, and then finish. Now all vector icon implemented successfully here. So we are ready to write the main code. So for implementing the bottom sheet, first of all we have to create the design. For creating the design, we have to create a different layout resource file for our bottom sheet. So expand your layout folder, then right click here, then click on new, then simply select layout resource file, and you can give any file name, it is your choice. So I give the file name bottom sheet layout, so it is your choice. Now we have to delete the root element, and I need here linear layout, and now I click on OK, and you can see this layout file is created successfully. Simply click on split, and we are ready to write the main code. So first of all, so let's start writing the main code. So click enter here first, and now first give the padding. So I give the padding 10 dp is fine. So this is fine. So first of all we need a text view which show the heading all item display here, or we can say view items. So I simply take a text view here. Now set the layout with wrap content, and height of the is also wrap content. So this is fine. Now I give the text here. So you can type any text, it is your choice. So I give the text here view items, and then I press enter. Now simply set the text style bold, set the text color black, set the layout gravity center, set the margin top 8 dp is fine, but you can type anything according to your own choice, and now set the text size. So text size 20 sp is fine. Now close this. So you can see this heading is created successfully. Now we need items here. So for creating the item, it is better to pack the item in a linear layout. So I am going to take again a linear layout here. So simply take an open bracket here, type here linear layout, set the layout with match parent and height of the layout wrap content, and set the orientation horizontal. Why I set horizontal? Because I have a text view and one vector icon which plays horizontally, so it is better. Now close this first. Now inside this what we need a image view and also a text view. So simply take an open bracket, type here image view, set the layout with wrap content, and height of the also is wrap content, and now we have to pass the source. So I simply type here source, and my first icon is share. So I simply type here share because I already implemented the drawable icon, so it not show any error. You can see these are the drawable icons. Now below this, inside the linear layout, but below this image view, simply take an open bracket and type here text view. So I take an open bracket, type here text view. Now set the layout with wrap content, and height is also wrap content. Now I type here margin left, and I give the margin left 20 dp is fine. Now I set the text which I need. So I simply type, you can type according to your own application. I type here share, and now I set the text size 16 sp is fine according to me, but you can type according to your own application. So you can see it implemented successfully here. Now let us suppose if user click on share button, and also if user click on share icon, then what I have to do? I have to perform an action. So it is not better to assign the ID to text view and also assign the ID to image view it will increase the length of the code. So it is better to simply assign the ID to our linear layout. So I simply type here ID inside linear layout, which is the linear layout of this, which contains share item and also a share icon. So I simply type here ID and I give the ID name here share. So this is fine. Now if user click on image view and also on text, so it will perform an action. So that's done. Now I have to give a padding here. So I simply type here padding, and padding 8 dp is fine. Now we need 5 more items same like this. So what we can do, I can simply copy the code of this linear layout. So I control C copy, and then I simply paste the code below this. So press enter and simply paste the code here. So now what I can do, I simply I have to change the ID name of location. I give the second item location and I give the ID name this, and now I have to change the drawable icon also. So I delete this and I type here location. So this is fine, and I simply change the also text. So instead of share, I simply type here location. So this is done. Now our third item is our add comment. So below this linear layout, simply I paste the code again, and now instead of the ID share, I simply type here comment, and instead of the icon of share, I need also the icon of comment. So when you type this, it automatically show on the name of the drawable icons, and simply change the text. So I simply type here add comment. So this is fine. Now I again paste the code below this linear layout, and this is our fourth item, and I change the ID name. So this is ID our message. So I give the ID name here message. Now simply change the drawable icon. So instead of source, I simply type here message, and also I change the message text, which is I simply type here message instead of share. So you can see it worked fine. Now below this linear layout, again paste the code here. Now our fifth item. So this fifth item is programming. So I give the ID name here programming, and I simply change the ID name here source of vector icon. So I simply type here computer. So sorry for this mistake, computer, this is fine. And also I change the text. So instead of share, I simply type here programming. So this is work fine. And now the last item. So below this linear layout, again paste the code, and the last item is link. So I simply type here first ID name link, and instead of the drawable of this, I simply type here link. So when I type here link, I get the icon of name of vector asset, and instead of the text of share, I simply type here get the link. So this is fine. This is capital T is better. Now what I need, below this I need a button to move from this activity to another activity. So come below this linear layout. So come below this linear layout, but we remember be inside this linear layout, which is our main layout. So simply take an open bracket, type button. Now set the layout width of the button is match parent, and height of the button is 40 dp is fine. Now set the text color of button. I set the text color white. Now give any ID to this button. So I simply type here. So I give the ID name here go to second. So this is fine. Now I simply set the text. So you can type any text, it is your choice. So I simply type here go to second activity. So this is fine. And now give the margin bottom to make it little bit better. Margin bottom is 10 dp is fine, and also margin top 10 dp is fine. And now close this button. So you can see this button is implemented successfully. Now maybe you worry the button. So when I show the demo, the button is rounded and also the bottom sheet is rounded. So for this we have to create 2 drawable resources file to make our button round and also to make our bottom sheet round from corners. So we have to create drawable files. So let's create the drawable resource file for our button first. So right click on drawable, then click on new, and then simply select here drawable resource file. Now give the file name, you can give any file name. I give the file name button background, and instead of the root element selector, I need the root element shape. So this is fine. Now click on OK. Now this file is created successfully. So first of all I have to set the button color which I need. So I simply type here solid, and now I pass the color, and you can use my color code and you can use your own color code, it is your choice. So my color code is FT89FA. So this is fine. Now below this I have to make our button round. So simply take an open bracket, type here corners and set the radius 10 dp is fine. Now close this. So come inside our bottom sheet layout file and come inside our button and simply type here background and pass the file name of our button background. So you can see now our button appears successfully on the rounded corner, and on runtime it will the blue color automatically display here. So don't worry. Now we have to make our bottom sheet also round from corner. So we have to create another drawable file. So right click again on drawable, then new, then drawable resource file. Then I simply type here bottom sheet design. So be remember this file name, and instead of the root element selector, I again need the root element shape, and now click on OK. So this is fine. Now first of all I have to set the background of our bottom sheet. So simply take an open bracket, type here solid. Now simply type here color and set the color white of our bottom sheet background. And now below this simply take an corners. So I simply type here corner. Then we have to set the top right radius, and I set the top right radius 20 dp and also top left radius 20 dp. Then close this. So this is also fine. Now come inside again bottom sheet layout file and then press enter, then set here background and simply type here bottom sheet design. So you can see this file appeared successfully. Now we are ready. So now this is fine. So maybe you not see here the corners from rounded corner from top, but on runtime you will see the change. So don't worry. Now close this file also here, close this file also, and also close this file. Now come inside our strings.xml. So first of all we have to write some code inside our themes.xml. So come inside our themes.xml. There are two themes are present. So open bot themes, themes.xml night and also themes.xml day. So maybe in Android Studio, if you are using Android Studio older than 4.0, then maybe you have styles.xml, but I use the latest version of Android Studio which consists to themes.xml. So the code is same. So don't worry, if you have styles.xml then you have to write this code in styles, and if you have themes.xml then you have to write the same code. So now see what is the code. So we have rounded corner of our bottom sheet. So if we have rounded corner, then we have to make our background transparent whenever the bottom sheet appears. So let's write the code for that. So for this I have to simply declare a style here. So simply type here style, then give the name style here bottom sheet theme. So you can give any name. I give the bottom sheet theme. Now we have to set the parent, and I simply type here theme.design.light.bottom sheet dialog. So be remember you type it correctly. Now close this. Now inside this I need an item, and I set the name of the item bottom sheet style. So this is fine. Now close this, and I simply take a @ then type here style, then slash, and then you have to type here bottom sheet style. So this is fine. Now it's shown error, but don't worry. Below this again take a style here style, then set the name of this style is bottom sheet style, bottom sheet style. So now pass the parent. So simply type here parent, and when you type it widget dot design dot bottom sheet dot model, you can see it is fine. Now close this. So you have to pass this name here inside the name. You have to pass this name bottom sheet style. Now inside this I have to simply take an item again, then I have to set the background of our bottom sheet, and now close this bracket, and inside this simply take a @ then type Android and set the background transparent color /transparent. So it is fine. Now copy this code from styles.xml and simply paste the code again inside our themes.xml.night. So this is fine. If you have two themes, then you have to write the same code in both of the themes. If you have styles.xml, then you have to write the same code in just once. So this is fine. Now first of all there is one problem in our code. So if I open any vector icon, you can see the vector icon is color white, and also the background color is also white. So I have to set the vector icon color black. So if you have already black color of vector icon, so don't worry, but if you have white color, then you have to simply change it to black color. So I select all vector icons and set the color of the vector icons black. So there are 6 icons are present, so I have to do it 6 times. 3 is done. Black, it is fine. Now the 5th one, this fine, and now the last one, black. So if you have already black icon, then you don't need to worry. Now close all files here. Now it's time to write the main activity.java code. If someone click on this button, then we have to show our bottom sheet, and also we have to set on click listener to every item of our bottom sheet. So also we have a button to open a new activity. So it is better before writing the main activity code, first of all let's create a more activity. So right click on your package name, then click on new, then simply select here activity. So then you have to simply select here empty activity. So if you don't want to open empty activity, then you can skip this code and now give any activity name. I simply give the activity name second. Now click on finish, and it may take some time here to load. So now this activity is created successfully. So simply close this activity also, and also close this activity.xml file, and now come inside our main activity.java, and here we have to write the all code. So first of all we have to declare a variable for our button. If user click on button, then we have to show bottom sheet. So simply type here private, and then give the type of variable is button, and I give the name here show bottom sheet, and also I need one more variable of bottom sheet type. So simply type here bottom sheet dialog. So this is fine. Now give any variable name. I again give bottom sheet dialog. Now simply click on it and press Alt plus Enter to import this class, and also click on it and press Alt plus Enter to import this class. Now below this, first of all, assign the XML ID into our Java ID. So simply type here bottom show bottom sheet equal find view by ID r.id dot show bottom sheet. So this is fine. Now first of all, I need to hide the action bar from our main activity. So simply type here get support action bar dot hide, but it is your choice whether you want to hide the action bar or not. The code is working fine with the action bar and also without action bar, so you don't need to worry. Now if someone click on this button show bottom sheet, then I have to show the bottom sheet. So show bottom sheet dot set on click listener, then new, then space, then capital O, and press enter. Now inside this we have to simply show the bottom sheet. So for this we have already declared a variable of bottom sheet dialog. So simply type here use that variable bottom sheet dialog equal, then new, then bottom sheet dialog, and inside this first of all we have to pass our current context, which is our main activity, then dot this, then comma. After comma we have to pass the style of our bottom sheet. So r dot style dot, and I have to give the here bottom sheet theme. So I already declared this theme inside our themes.xml. So that's fine. Now add a semicolon here. Now below this we have to simply view the bottom sheet. Simply type here view, then give any variable name. I give here sheet view, then equal, then we have to inflate the layout. So simply type here layout inflator from, and where we get the context from our get application context, and then we have to simply type here dot inflate, and we have to simply inflate our bottom sheet r dot layout dot bottom sheet layout, which is our layout file of bottom sheet. So you know this file. Now we have to pass our second context, which is our null, and then simply add a semicolon here. Now maybe you wondering how we can set the on click listener on our bottom sheet items. So for this we have to use this variable, which is our view variable. So simply type here sheet view dot find view by ID r dot id dot, and inside this we have to simply pass ID names. So first ID name is share, so I simply type here share, and then simply type here dot set on click listener, then new, then capital O, and press enter. So you can see this is the work method is same like button. Now we have to simply display a toast here. So simply type here toast dot make text, and inside this we have to pass the context, current context, main activity dot this, and then any message. So I simply type here share is clicked, then comma, then toast length, then dot show. So you can add on click listener to every item of our bottom sheet. I am going to add an on click listener on our 3 items. So I simply copy the code and simply paste the code below this, and also again paste the code below this. And my second item, I am going to set the on click listener on comment. So I simply change the ID name here. I simply type here comment, and I simply give the message here comment is clicked. And my third item is programming. So I simply type here programming, and I simply change the message programming is clicked. Now I am going to show how to open new activity using our button. So for this we have to use again same method. So simply type here sheet view dot find view by ID r dot id dot, and let me check what is the button name inside our bottom sheet layout file. So I open this file, come below. So the ID name is go to second. So I come again and I simply type here go to second. Then I have to set on click listener set. So simply type here dot set on click listener, then new, then space, capital O, and press enter. Now inside this what we need intent to move from this activity to another activity. Intent equal new intent, and simply pass the current activity context, main activity dot this, and where we want to go second activity dot class, then semicolon, and then we have to simply start this activity, start activity, and inside this simply pass the variable name, which is intent. Now only 2 lines left to make this bottom sheet work well. If you don't write that lines, then it is not going to work. So below this semicolon bracket, you can see this is the code for our button. So below this bracket you have to simply type here bottom sheet dialog dot set content view, and inside this we have to pass the sheet view. So this is fine, and below this we have to simply type here bottom sheet dialog dot show. So this is done. Now let's check our app whether it is working or not, and if you don't like the video, then please like the video, and if you don't subscribe our channel, then please subscribe our channel for amazing tutorials. Now let's check our app whether it is working or not. So I am going to use debugging mode for checking my application. It is better way to checking your app. So I have to connect my phone. So you can see my phone is successfully connected, and I press on run button and Gradle start building. So it may take some time here to build. So let's wait, and Until the Gradle will, please like the video and please share this video with your friend if you want more amazing tutorial on Android, web, Java, Python and on basic programming information. So you can see now our app built successful and it will install the application inside our phone. So now application installed successfully and you can see this button is appear here. So if I click on this button, I get the bottom sheet appear here successfully. So if I click on any item, let us suppose if I click on share, I get the toast of share is clicked. So it is, so now I show you the benefit of setting the ID name to our layout. So if I click on icon, I can also get the toast of share is clicked. So you can see it is work fine. So now if I click on add comment, it is also work fine. If I click on programming, it is also work fine. So now let's click on our go to second activity. So if I click on go to second activity, you can see that this button is also work fine. So I come back and if I swipe down this bottom sheet, you can see this is work fine. So hopefully guys you like this tutorial and you will understand everything in this tutorial, and if you have any query you can easily comment down below. I try to give the answer of every comment. Please like the video please and share this video with your friend. I hope you like this tutorial, and if you have any query you can ask me anytime on Instagram and you can take the code from my GitHub. So all links given in description. So thank you for this video. See you soon in next video.